Hey guys, welcome to 50 Plus Life 360. We hope we are your home for home tours. We've been branching out a little bit, doing a few different things last month or two, trying to expand our horizons a little bit, but now we're back to doing some tiny homes. Today we have a very, very special offering for you. This home is a RV park model. It is on a leased lake lot in central Alabama in a quiet, serene setting at an RV park. So you have plenty of neighbors to talk to and hang out with and do things with. And cool bonus to this house, it is fully furnished. So almost everything you see as we do our interior tour comes with the home. Appliances, furnishings, lots of things like that. Owner's going to keep a few personal items, but you'll get to keep most everything in here. And the other cool thing, if you try to buy this same RV park model at a dealer now, you will pay as much for just the home as you would this home that's already set on a lot, hooked up to utilities, hooked up to the water, the sewer, and the power. And you have a driveway space, you have a walkway, and you have this lakefront view. But guys, before we talk too much about all those details and before we do the interior tour, Mrs. Tammy is going to go outside with you, show you around the outside, show you some of the views, and let you look at that beautiful porch on the front. And then you'll come on in and I'll give you the tour inside. So hurry back inside and we'll get this tour going.
Now if you're tired of mansions and rent too high, come on down where the ceilings kiss the sky. They're rolling through the country in a big old van with a GoPro, a dream, and a downsizing plan. Mrs. Tammy points, look at that storage stair. Mr. Chubby stuck in a loft with half his derriere. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Compost and toilets in a barn door by, tiny home tours, it's a wild small ride. The kitchen's got a sink, but it's 3 feet wide, and the couch folds down for a bed inside. Look at these drawers, they pull and they tuck. Mr. Chubby's whispering, we need a lot of luck, but the freedom's calling. It's a gypsy's tune underneath the stars of the harvest moon. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Wheels on the ground, it's a dream to steer. Tiny home tours, a frontier's here. No picket fences, no two-car drive, just open road and a will to survive. The world's your backyard, the rent is free in a home that's as small as a memory. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Composted toilets and returns a song. Tiny home tour, where you belong.
Guys, welcome to the front porch. Front porch here is 9'4" deep, 10'4" wide. You get a couple benefits. You get these screens that crank down for privacy on 3 sections. Your lake view is open to the lake. You get a nice ceiling fan up above that's installed for you. And of course, as I mentioned in the introduction, you get these furnishings that come with it. You got a nice little dinette, small little dinette here to eat, some relaxation furniture, a couple of chairs, place for your shoes so you can take your shoes off as soon as you come in so you don't dirty up your floors. But let's go on inside, guys. Got a lot to show you. Notice that this door opens to the outside. What did I tell you about that on these tiny homes? It helps a lot with your furniture placement. Get a keypad, quick set, keypad entry. Nice little security feature. But this is a quiet, serene place. I don't think you're going to have a problem with security. Now, as you come into this park model, this is a Clayton park model. It is a 2020 model, which back then they called it a different name, but the comparable park model today is called the Swayback. So I'll try to put a floor plan of the Swayback in here so you guys can take a look at it. Now I'm going to let Miss Tammy rotate around because I want to show you a few things in the front of this living space. This living space, your interior width of this home is about 10 foot 8 inches across. So all the max widths are going to be 10 foot 8 inches. Living room to the bar at the kitchen is 9'3", so that's 9'3" space. But I want you to notice, we talk about this a lot on our channel, How do I fit my furniture in a tiny home? This one's staged with the furnishings that if you buy this home, you get the furnishings. But look, you've got the double French door here. You're not going to open this door except when you're moving furniture in and out. So look, they were able to get this L-shaped, well, sofa with this, what do you call it, settee? Chaise
lounge
on it. And this chaise comes out just exactly to the edge of this door. Gives you that extra relaxation space so you can just sit right there, lay right there, and watch your television. This one, of course, comes as Clayton typically does. Has your electronic fireplace, your little mantle, and they have not wall mounted the TV. They just set it on a stand there, and you can see how that TV fits in there nicely. So I want you to look as we go through the tour slowly. Just get some decorator ideas. Look how many people you can seat in this living room. This is a small living room, 10'8" by 9, whatever I said, 9'3". But look, there's seating for 3 here, seating for 2 here. You've got a little bench here with storage underneath. You've got a storage bin, crate-looking storage bin, 3-tier that's been placed here. Got your remotes here. Got you some lamps on the mantle. You got a chair here. And then right there is your kitchen eating bar. And there's 2 stools there. You could fit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 people just sitting in here enjoying a view of the lake from the comfort of the inside of your home. Another point I want to make, a lot of our viewers complain about all the windows in these RV park models. And I get it, I understand. Half of our audience likes the windows, half our audience doesn't. That's you, your personal preference. The owner of this home has come in and they have put the window tint on all the windows. So it's not as blowing bright in here with the sun. And we've got many blinds on these windows. These are those faux wood looking blinds on these windows. So you still feel private in here and closed, even though you've got all these windows that you can open up the blinds and you can still see everything you need to see outside if you choose to do that. And your transom up above that slides there, and 3 transoms on this side. Now, as we get back, we'll do the loft tour near the end. Here's your steps to the loft. Very secure, very sturdy. Some of you like, some of you don't like lofts. Your personal choice. Not a big deal. Great for extra storage. Great for extra sleeping if guests come over. And we're going to get into this kitchen. This kitchen space is from the refrigerator to the exterior wall is 7'9". And it's 8'6" deep. You've got this bar that is 5 foot across. And technically this is a hangover bar, as I used to call it, Formica countertop in the marble look. It will seat 3 Mr. Chubbies, but they've only staged it for 2. That's fine. You can eat on the couch if you want to, with tray tables, whatever you would like to do. Now I want you, again, pay attention to some of the features they have put in the house. You've got a little ottoman here that's storage. You also have an end table that's got 2 shelves for extra storage. They've made use of the back section of the steps to the loft for storage. They got this nice piece of the nice rolling tray here. They put all their utensils here. This is a big point I want to make. A lot of people have been asking, count all the drawers when you tour these homes. This home only has 1 drawer. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to put all your utensils? This is a great idea. Just a rolling cart. It stores nicely out of the way, out of the aisleway right here. And you can put your Glory Foods mixed greens, collard greens on there, and you can
thought of everything.
Put all your utensils in these little baskets. Just really neat ideas. So think. All you guys get creative when you're wanting to live tiny. This is creative. But you're in a U-shaped kitchen, single bowl with a Springer style faucet, window over it. You get wall cabinets. You get a microwave above the glass top range, and you get a small, I believe that's an 18-inch dishwasher. Yes, 18-inch dishwasher that comes with it. Since this is a Clayton that is pre-2024, it's a Frigidaire appliance package. They've since moved to Samsung appliances.
Do you not love this cutting board that takes up the whole stove surface? It's neat to have that surface covered so it doesn't get dusty or dirty.
Yes, exactly.
When you're not using it. That's nice.
That's very, very nice. And you have this nice little lift-up door there on that cabinet, which is cool.
Very nice.
And over here is your refrigerator. This is a standard house-size refrigerator. Got an extra storage shelf above that they have put some stuff on, and then you come down your hallway. Now, I want to talk about this hallway a little bit. This hallway is the clearance between here and here is 2'6". You've got your stackable right here. Now this stackable, of course, is going to come with the house when you buy it. Look at this idea. There's no shelf up here, but they just put bins up here to store all their little cleaning supplies and things like that. And the width,
nice.
and if you don't like this Electrolux stackable that comes with it and you want to swap something out, just people are always asking, the width for this stackable right here from wall to wall is 2'6". So you can see how convenient that one fits in. There's plenty of clearance. There's a little molding down there, so that'd probably take about 1.5 inches away from that measurement, but you've got about 2'4" to slide it stackable in, 28 inches. And come on down the hallway. The Swayback model from Clayton is a bunkhouse. So this one has 2 bunks. Now, Clayton nowadays makes these bunks in metal. This is the wooden style that comes with this home. Each of these bunks has its own light and its own little small storage cubby and its own window with blinds. You see how neatly it looks when it's finished up like these folks have done. And these bunks are 6 foot and 6 inches long, 3 foot across. The mattress fits in there nicely. And you can see the bed fitting, the sheeting, the sheets, and the blankets all fit nicely. So it looks really nice and neat. And off to the right, across from the bunks, is the bathroom. And that's a smaller bathroom, 5'2" by 7'6". I'll let Mrs. Tammy show you around. The door into that bathroom is the narrowest door in the house. It's 24 inches wide. You've got a 60-inch shower in there. You've got an elongated toilet. You've got a cabinet above your toilet. And that shower, again, is a 60-inch shower with the glass door. I want you to notice how they've made use of space too. Without cramping the bathroom up too bad, there's a storage shelf right under the window. And then they put this large storage shelf as you come out the door. But it's still, as long as you're not dealing with a wheelchair, this gets you down to about 22 inches of space. But they put this cabinet here. You can remove this cabinet, get rid of it if you don't want it. But it gives you additional space. They're thinking, we're living tiny. We need storage, storage, storage. So they're making use of every little nook and cranny in this home without making it feel cramped, which is amazing. Now, as is with Clayton, you've got drywall walls in lots of areas. Other areas you have the shiplap look. So just note that as we're going through. I want to say the ceilings out here in the hallway and the bathroom that are under the loft, those are 7-foot ceilings because you have a loft above us. The rest of the house has a slope ceiling, cathedral style. The apex, the center of it, is 11'3" tall. And then I'm going to let Mrs. Tammy, these doors are pocket doors that go into your bedroom and your bath. And I'll let Mrs. Tammy give you a look at that, a 5-panel pocket door. And then I'll let her go into the bedroom. Let me get out of the way. Now, this bedroom, again, goes back to the cathedral because your loft is not over it, so your 11'3" ceilings. And the bedroom is 8 foot by 8'2", and you see they have a couple nightstands built in, small ones. So we've got a queen bed in there. Got a transom window above where the headboard of the bed is, a regular full-size egress window at the end, and you get your barn-style doors that cover your 2'1" by 2'2" closets, flanking each side. And you have a chest of drawers with 6 drawers in the center, and that is 3 foot of space on that counter. Now you see how neat they've done it. They've added an additional nightstand there and put a small TV up there to give more storage. You got a mini split head unit here, Mitsubishi. We've got some free floating shelves behind you that you may or may not have seen, and your panel box is right here, closed off behind the cabinet. Control for your mini split. Hallway is where we're going back out to the front room.
And you can't smell the smell in here like we can, but it really smells pleasant, and it still smells like a new home.
Yeah, being a 2020, it is still practically new. This is the owner. This has just been their lake retreat. They don't live here full time, so they just come here when they have weekends to get away.
It is immaculate, guys. Immaculate.
They were in a community where renting is not allowed, Airbnb. So these are either people's vacation homes or permanent residences. So you don't have to worry about people moving in for the weekend next door and partying or anything like that. And we got the tongue and groove ceilings in this house. Bunch of shiplap throughout here.
And I guess you're ready to move on up to the loft. Isn't that right, Mr. Chubby?
Yep, let's run upstairs, look at the loft really quickly, and then we'll come back downstairs and give you some prices and figures and final thoughts about this house. So we'll see you in just a minute. All right, folks, welcome to the loft of this beautiful tiny home on wheels. I am doing the camera work, not Mrs. Tammy, so if it's a little more bouncy than what she does, I apologize. She's a much better videographer than me. But we are in the loft. Wanted to show you this. The loft ceiling at the center is 3'8", and on the eave sides, it's about 2'8", 2'9", 2'10", somewhere in that range. You have 2 windows on either side of the loft. And as you can see, the owner has set this up with 2 that appears to be maybe, I'm going to say it's twin bed. 2 twin beds. And we have plenty of recessed lighting up here. And this overall loft width, like the rest of the house, is about 10'8" window to window. And depth from this rail right here to the wall is going to be 9'8". And then you get this landing area here that is about 3 foot by 3'6". And sorry, you're seeing my shorts in there. But your rails, wooden rails finished in here. You get a nice overlook into the living space and plenty of outlets up here. Light switches right up here as you come up the steps. And another big bonus to this loft, my opinion, it is carpeted. So it's a lot more comfortable to move around if you are moving on your knees, wanting to do storage. If you don't want to sleep up here, you don't want people to sleep up here, you just want to use it for storage. Maybe you want to use it for an office, whatever you might want to do. Just having carpet instead of vinyl on wood is a big bonus, at least in my opinion. All right, guys, let's get back downstairs. We'll talk about pricing and final details on this house. Hi, guys, welcome back from the loft. Nice little loft in here, carpeted and roomy, as you saw. Let's talk final thoughts about this house. Again, let me tell you, this house is in unhitched RV park. There's regular RVs in here, and this section over here is for the RV park models in Lincoln, Alabama. And we are right on Lay Lake, Coosa River area. Real lake, not some little retention pond that people call a lake. I'm not going to name names, but you do have lot rent here, and the lot rent is $450 a month. All right, so the lot rent comes with water, sewer, and trash, and the basic lawn maintenance. Now, if you've got some little flowers planted around the corner of your house or something, you're going to have to take care of that. Plus, you also get, as we showed you in the outdoor tour, half of that dock down there at the end to use for your boat, swimming, whatever you want. There's a beach in here in this location for residents, and there is a really nice dog park as well. And I'm sure there's lots of community events here at Unhitched Park. And again, this is a 396 Clayton RV park model. I'm calling it the Swayback. It's probably since it's a 2020, like I said in the introduction, it's probably a different model name, but it essentially is a Swayback that is here now. Again, Lincoln, Alabama is close to the mountains, close to hiking, outdoor recreation, boating, fishing, swimming, all those things that you could imagine. And if you're a NASCAR fan, Talladega Speedway is just a few short miles down the road. So let's talk about this house and the price. Again, as I mentioned, you're going to pay lot rent on top of the price of the house. So you do have to be approved for the lot rent before you buy the house. That's just a contingency. It just has to be cleared. But if you're going to buy the house, you're probably fine to be able to be cleared for the lot rent. The house itself, and I'll put you links to the listings and everything else in here, is offered by Dawn Penfield, and her number is 205-441-4182. So dial Dawn. And if you're interested in this property, if you're interested in this area of Alabama, maybe you want to retire here permanently, maybe you're living somewhere else in Alabama, or we're not too far from West Georgia, you may want a nice little retreat for the lake. And this price, I'm gonna tell you, for a furnished home like this with all these nice furnishings, these aren't your little cheap fall apart decor from, you know, John's discount furniture place. These are nice furnishings. This home, as it sits right now on the market in January 2026, and remember, Tammy and I are not realtors or anything like that. We don't represent anyone in a transaction. We are just tour guides. We're just touring the house at our request to show you something. But this house is $115,000. So very good price. We've shown you Clayton Park models at dealerships for 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 128 in previous videos. And that is not transporting it, setting it up, underpinning, furnishing, hooking up to all the utilities and all those things. So we think it's just a wonderful price. And Miss Tammy, the whole time we've been here, has been like, if we just didn't have big dogs, we would buy this right now, because we just love it. We've been in the Clayton RV park models a lot, and for the value and the location and the peace and the serenity, we think it's well worth it. And I think I have covered all the bases. And if you guys got any questions about this home, if you're a serious buyer, dial Dawn. But if you just have questions about the tour, anything we've done or said, just put it in the comments. And like always, support us by giving us a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell. And if any of you guys want to become a channel member or buy us a coffee to support us even further, we'll feature your name at the end of our videos like we have been doing as of late. And we are happy to be back touring tiny homes and glad to bring you along for the ride. So you guys, we thank you for your support, and we will see you on the next tiny house.
Splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hang you just fine.